Hello everyone, welcome to EduRev. I hope you have already watched part 1 of ratio and proportion, cleared all your concepts, and now you have come here to solve the questions along with me. Like you can expect 2 to 3 questions from this chapter, so a basic understanding and conceptual clarity are important. We have discussed all the concepts in part 1 and we will be doing the concept based questions in this part. So let's start with it. Question 1. In a cricket match, the total number of runs scored by Sachin, Virat and Yuvi is 570. The ratio of number of runs scored by Sachin and Yuvi is 3:2 and that of the runs scored by Yuvi and Virat is also 3:2. Find the numbers of runs scored by Sachin in that match. So now we know that the ratio of Sachin is to Yuvi is 3:2 and Yuvi and Virat is 3:2. So 3:2, 3:2. We already know how to solve this. This is equal to 9:6:4. So this is equal to 19 and 19 units is equal to 570. 1 unit is equal to 570 divided by 19, which is equal to 30. So 1 part is equal to 30. So the score of Sachin is equal to 9 into 30. That of Yuvi is 6 into 30 and of Virat is 4 into 30. So we have to find the number of runs scored by Sachin only. So this will give me the answer, which is equal to 270 runs. Right? Let's do the second question. The ratio of A's salary for January to his salary for February was 1.5 is to 1.333 and the ratio of salary of February to that of March is 2 is to 2.6666. A got rupees 90 more for March than for January and received a bonus constituting 40% of the salary for 3 months. Find the bonus. So now see here, we know that January is to February is equal to 1.5 is to 1.333. Now 1.5 can be written as 3 by 2 because we have already done that. We have to convert the decimal value into integers. So 1.5 can be written as 3 by 2 and 1.333 can be written as 4 by 3. Now how did I convert this recurring decimal to a fraction? We have already done, like I have already said, that you must see the concept videos first. We have discussed it there. Now it is 1 plus 3 times it is repeating and it is only one digit that is occurring. So 1 times 9 and this gives me 4 by 3. Now it is 3 by 2 and 4 by 3. So we will take the LCM. and LCM is equal to 6 of 2 and 3. Now we will solve this. 3 by 2 into 6 is to 4 by 3 into 6. So January is to February is equal to 9 is to 8. We have solved this, so it becomes 9 is to 8. Now we will solve for February is to March, which is 2 is to 2.666. So it is 2 is equal to 2.666. How can we write that? It can be written as 8 by 3. How did we do that? 2 plus 6 is repeating one time, and this is equal to 8 by 3. Now we will multiply this by 3 so that we can get rid of the denominator. 2 into 3 is to 8 by 3 into 3. So the ratio is 6 is to 8. So for February is to March is equal to 6 is to 8. You can see here that for January is to February it is 9 is to 8. For February is to March it is 6 is to 8. What we have done is, till now we have just converted the decimal values to integers. Now we have to find the ratio between January is to February is to March. We know that January is to February is 9 is to 8 and February is to March is 3 is to 4. How is this 3 is to 4? We have converted it into its simplest form, right? We know how to calculate this. 8 into 3, 4 into 8 and 9 into 3, right? So what will be the ratio here? 27 is to 24 is to 32. Now they say that A got rupees 90 more for March than for January, right? So we are talking about the difference. The difference in the ratio here is of 5 units, and which is equal to rupees 90. So 1 unit is equal to 18, right? They have said that A got 90 more. So the difference is of 5 units and is of 90. So 5 units is equal to 90 rupees. So they say, and received a bonus constituting 40% of the salary for 3 months. So we have to find the bonus here. Now the total salary, if we talk about the total salary is 27 plus 24 plus 32, which is equal to 83 units. And we know 1 unit is equal to rupees 18. So 83 into 18 is equal to we will not find it here, we will just simplify it. Like you can write that bonus is, this will become lengthy if it will solve it. We will directly just multiply and cut it out to its simplest form. Bonus is 40%. So 83 into 18 into 40%, which is equal to 83 into, if we just simplify it, it becomes 36 and 5, which is 597.6. So this is the answer. What did we do after taking out the integers? We know how to combine the two ratios. We did that. Then we knew that the difference is of 5 units, which is rupees 90. So 1 unit is equal to rupees 18. So we have to calculate the total salary, right? So the total salary will be all the units, 27 plus 24 plus 32, that is 83 units. So total salary will be 83 into 18. We did not calculate, and it will be easy here. And bonus is 40%. So we will also multiply it with the bonus because it is in the percentage form. So we will simplify this, and we got the total salary of rupees 597.6. So this is a very good questions for understanding the concepts. Let's move on to question number 3. The total number of students of a school was 660. The ratio between boys and girls is 13:9. After some days, 30 girls joined the school and some boys left the school. The new ratio between boys and girls became 6:5. Find the number of boys who left the school. So here it says that the total number is 660. The ratio of boys is to girls is 13:9. Now 13 plus 9 is equal to 22 parts. So 22 parts or units is equal to 660. And 1 part or 1 unit will be 660 divided by 22, which is 30. So the number of boys will be 13 into 30 and number of girls would be 9 into 30, which is equal to 390 and 270. Now they say that after some days 30 girls joined the school and some boys left the school. So let's say the boys who left is equal to x. So it becomes 390 minus x. X students, x boys have left the school, and girls is 270 plus 30 as new 30 girls joined the school. So the ratio is 6:5, right? So 5 represents 300 here. So 1 unit will be equal to 60. Now 6 is equal to, right, we talked about the ratio 6. So 6 is 300 plus 60, which is equal to 360. So the number of boys now become 360, which means 30 boys have left the school. Right. So the question was find the number of boys who left the school. Earlier it was 390. Now it comes to 360 and the difference is of 30 boys. Now let's move on to the next question. Rupees 432 is divided amongst 3 workers A, B, C such that 8 times A's share is equal to 12 times B's share, which is equal to 6 times C share. How much did A get? So in the question we have 8A is equal to 12B is equal to 6c. So we will hide 8a, right, by the shortcut method we did. So we are left with 12 and 6. So 12 into 6 is 72 is 2. We will hide b. So it will be 8 into 6, which is 48 is 2. We will hide c. So 12 into 8 is 96. So the ratio we have is 72 is to 48 is to 96. Now we will simplify it. If we do it by 2, or you can directly do it by 24. So by simplifying by 24, you will get 24 3s are, 24 2s are, and 24 4s are. So we have simplified it by dividing it by 24. So 3 is to 2 is to 4. So we got A is to B is to C is equal to 3 is to 2 is to 4. Now its total is 4 plus 3 plus 2 is 9. So 9 units is equal to 432. So 1 unit would be equal to 432 divided by 9, which would be 48. So now we just have to calculate A's share, right? So A's share will be 3 in, sorry. So A's share would be 3 into 48, which is equal to rupees 144. So now you can see that how simple it is to solve it with the shortcut method, right? So you can do the questions using shortcut method. Now the next question is, a sum of rupees 1681 has been divided between P, Q and R in the ratio of 1 by 2 is to 5 by 6 is to 3 by 8. And you have to find the share of R. So let's solve this one. A is to B is to C has been given as 1 by 2 is to 5 by 6 is to 3 by 8. So now I will tell you how to solve the fraction with the LCM method as well as with the shortcut method. So by taking the LCM, 268 LCM would be 24. So we will multiply it by 24. 5 by 6 into 24, then 3 by 8 into 24. Then you can simplify it and you will get 12 here, and then 12 is to 4, that is 20, and then 3 3s are 9. So the ratio is 12 is to 20 is to 9. Or now we see how to do it with the shortcut method. Now we have 1 by 2, 5 by 6, 3 by 8, right? So now when we have to use that shortcut method, or you can say the thumb rule, let's say now here you have to hide the denominator here, right? And you have to take the other denominators. So it would be 1 into 6 into 8. hide this, multiply the numerator with the other two denominators. When you hide 6, you take its numerator, that is 5 into 2 into 8. When you hide 8, you take its numerator and other two denominators. So this is how it is done. This will be equal to 48 is to 80 is to 36, and you will simplify it and you will get 12 is to 20 is to 9. So you can use any method, either LCM or this shortcut method, to solve the fractions. Right, so we have got the ratio and it is equal to 12, 20 and 9. It is equal to 41. So 41 parts is equal to how much? Rupees 1681. So 1 part would be equal to 1681 divided by 41, which would be 41. So we have to calculate the share of R. This is not ABC. Basically it's it's PQ R. So R is 9. So R's share would be equal to 9 into 41, which would be equal to rupees 369. So this is the answer, right? So this is simple to calculate. Now look at this question. A father wanted to divide some amount among his 3 sons, A, B and C, in the ratio 3 is to 4 is to 5. But by mistake, he divided this amount such that 3A is equal to 4A is equal to 5C. So the question is, who among A, B and C were in profit or loss due to this mistake? So it's given that in actual, the ratio was 3 is to 4 is to 5. But by mistake, it comes to 3A, 4B and 5C, right? Now you can either divide this or calculate using the shortcut method. So we get 4 into 5 is 20, then 3 into 5 is 15, and then 4 into 5 is, then 4 into 3 is 12. So the ratio is 20 is to 15 is to 12, right? And you get the sum is equal to 47 parts, right? Now he says that by mistake he divided this amount such that it becomes 3A, 4B or 5C. So now let's say the total amount is rupees X, right? So therefore A's share would be 3. We are talking about this ratio. Its total is 12. So divided by the total of X. B's share would be 4 upon 12 of X and 5 by 12 of X. But after mistake, this is actual one, right? And after mistake, it becomes 20 by total of X. X remains the same. The amount here remains the same. So X will remain the same. 15 by 47 of X and 12 by 47 of X. Now you can see that x is common here. So you write x or not, it's one and the same thing because the amount remains the same. Right. So you can say that for A, we have got the values in fractions now, in actual also, or in by after mistake, right? So we have got the fractions here. So A, the actual ratio for A was 3/12, but by mistake it comes to 20/47. So which one is greater here? This, if you simplify, it is approximately 1/4, and if you calculate it, it will be around 1.235. So now you can easily say that that you have to divide 1 in 2.35 parts, and here you have to divide 1 into 4 parts. So this is greater, that the after mistake, the ratio after mistake is greater. So A is in profit, right? If we talk about B, the actual ratio has to be 4/12, but by mistake it was 15/47. If you simplify this, this becomes 1/3, and this will become 1/3.13. So here the actual one is greater. So B is in loss because actual one is greater and by mistake he got less. So he is in loss. For C, the actual ratio is 5/12, but by mistake he got 12/47. Now if we simplify it, this becomes 1/2.4, and this becomes 1/3.92. Right? So here this is greater. Right? So the actual is greater and by mistake he got less. So even C is in loss. I hope this is clear. This is very simple. You just have to get the ratio in the fraction form. Once we got the fractions, we got to know which one is greater. Right? So the question was, who among A, B and C were in profit, loss due to the mistake? A in profit, B in loss, and C also in loss. Now, the second part of the question says, if C got a difference in amount of rupees 546 due to this mistake, find the amount which was divided. Now, if we talk that the ratio of C was 5, the actual was 5:12 of X, and by mistake it was 12/47 of X. Right? Now they say the difference here between the actual and by mistake is rupees 546. This was the actual ratio we calculated. This is the ratio by mistake and this is the difference you have been given. So actual minus the mistake gives us the difference. Right, now when you calculate it, it becomes, you take the LCM, right? 47 and 12, 12 into 47, you get the LCM. So you have to multiply 47 into 5, which will be equal to 235, and 12 into 12 is 144 of X, right? And this is equal to 546. So when we minus this, it becomes 91X, upon 12 into 47 is equal to 546. Right. Now x is equal to 546. 546 into 12 into 47 divided by 91. You can simplify this 91 and this becomes 6. So 6 into 12 into 47. The value of x comes to be 3384. Right. So they say if C got a difference in amount of this due to this mistake, find the amount which was divided. So the actual amount which is same is 3384, and this is our answer. Right? It is very simple. We got the ratios, actual ratio in fractions, the mistake, the difference is this, and then we take out the value of x, which is the total amount. Now, we will solve this question by a second method. Okay, so we have solved it earlier and now we will try solving it by another method. So the actual ratio was 3:4:5 and by mistake it gets to 20:15:12. We have calculated this earlier, right? So in both the cases the amount is same. But do you think the ratios here reflected? 3 plus 4 plus 5 is equal to 12 and 12 plus 15 and 20 is equal to 47. But the ratios here does not reflect it. Now we have to make these ratios as equal, or you can say these ratios as same, because the amount is same. Let's make the ratios also the same. So we can multiply this by 47 and this ratio by 12 to make it equal, right? So A is to B is to C is equal to 3 into 47 is to 4 into 47 is to 5 into 47. So this becomes 141 is to 188 is to 235. If we talk about the ratio by mistake, it is A is to B is to C 20 into 12, 15 into 12 and 12 into 12. So this becomes 240 is to 180 is to 144. This and this is equal to 564. When you add 141 plus 188 plus 235, it is equal to 564. And when you add 240 plus 180 plus 144, it will also be equal to 564. Okay, so now the ratio also reflects it and the amount also reflects it. So now if we talk about these, let's say 141 and 240, which one is greater? 240 is greater, so A is in profit because he got more amount, When we talk about B, 188 was the actual and by mistake he got 180. So 88 is greater 188. So he is in loss. When we talk about C, it's 235 was the actual and 144 was by mistake. So 235 is also greater. So C is also in loss. So this is a very simplified method of doing this. Right. So you can solve by taking the amount which was the same and converting the ratio to the same. Right. The second part of the question. So now we have got the amounts, right, which was 235 minus 144. We have done it earlier. Here 235 and 144, right? So this difference is already given, that it is equal to 546, right? So the difference here between the units is of 91 units. Here we are talking about the ratio, which is equal to 546. So 1 unit is equal to 546 divided by 91, which is equal to 6. So when we talk about the total amount, it comes to, total is 564 into 6, which is also equal to 3384. So this is the other method of solving this type of questions. You can choose any of the methods, right? So now I hope you are thorough with these type of questions and good to go to the next level. Till then, you can go to our app or website for detailed notes, more videos and topic-wise tests to understand this chapter in depth. You can also unlock all the locked videos, documents and tests of CAT with the EduRev Infinity plan to ace your exam at less than 80 rupees per month. Thank you. See you in the next video.